Morning class, we have done revision of first two lessons. Now we are moving to third lesson, Indian Constitution. So today we are going to do revision of this lesson, and we are also going to see the question answers and the concepts that was not clear to you during the lesson explanation. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the exercise first question is answer the following question in brief. So the first question is, what do you mean by constitution? In this answer you have to tell what actually you understood from the word constitution. Okay, the answer goes like this. The systematic compilation of a set of rules to run the government of a country is known as constitution of the country. So when there is a all you know that there are a lot of rules, right? And who frames these rules? The government frames the rule. For running a government there are set of rules, and the systematic compilation मतलब पूरा कलेक्शन जो जितने भी रूल्स हैं जो गवर्नमेंट्स को रन करने के लिए नेसेसरी हैं वो सारे रूल्स का एक सेट एक सिस्टमेटिक ऑर्डर में मेंटेन करना, उसे हम बोलते हैं कंट्री का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. नो कंट्री कैन फंक्शन स्मूथली विदाउट अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन विच फाइनली वेव्स द एथिक्स एंड आइडल्स ऑफ अ कंट्री. सो यानी कोई भी कंट्री को अगर प्रॉपरली फंक्शन करना है तो व्हाट दे नीड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, दे नीड अ सेट ऑफ रूल्स. यानी उस कंट्री के आइडियोलॉजीज जो उसकी बिलीव्स हैं वो क्या शो करता है, वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के थ्रू शो होता है. And the constitution of a country is a statement of nation's goals and aims like democracy, socialism, national unity, सेक्युलरिज्म एक्सेट्रा. तो मतलब ये जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, कोई भी कंट्री का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होता है वो एक स्टेटमेंट होता है, वो नेशनल गोल है, एक एम है कि यानी हमारी गवर्नमेंट डेमोक्रेटिक है या सोशलिज्म है उसमें, या वो एक सेक्युलरिज्म मतलब वो किसी रिलीजन में नहीं बंधा हुआ, नेशनल यूनिटी को शो करता है. मतलब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ अ कंट्री क्या है, ये सब चीज़ों का एक कॉम्बिनेशन है. And constitution can be in written or unwritten form. It is framed by national and scholar leaders of a country, and this constitution is made or written by the person who has the knowledge about nationalism, who is a scholar leader. Many objectives have been achieved through the constitutions. Constitutions के थ्रू बहुत सारे objectives, aims को हम अचीव कर सकते हैं, कंट्री अचीव कर सकती है. The constitution is a document which waves our ideas. The type of government, laws and judiciary are decided by the कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डिसाइड करता है कि किस टाइप की गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म होगी, डेमोक्रेटिक है या सेक्युलर है, सोशलिज्म है, वो सब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डिसाइड करता है. लॉ एंड जुडिशरी, लॉज जो फ्रेम हो रहे हैं, जो वो इसे इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं, वो सब डिसाइडेड है बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Overall, you can say that a country is run by the values of constitution. जो constitution में framed है उसके आधार पर ही country run करती है, government run होती है. So that's it about this answer. Next we will see next question. Who were the main leaders in the formation of the Constitution of India? तो जब इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लिखा गया था तो कौन से मेन लीडर्स उसमें इन्वॉल्व थे? दैट इज़ योर क्वेश्चन. The main leaders in the formation of the Constitution of India were national leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, मौलाना अबू कलाम आज़ाद, श्याम प्रसाद मुखर्जी, सरदार बलदेव सिंह एक्सेट्रा. सो दिस वर दी secular leaders, or you can say scholar ones, who has written or were involved in the formation of Indian Constitution. Moreover, there were constitution scholars like Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Kanhaiya Lal M. Munshi. These were the member of Constitution Committee. Frank Antony was the one who was representing Anglo-Indians and H.P. Modi represented the Parsi, because Anglo-Indians and Parsis were also considered under Indian citizenship. Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit were the female members in the Constitute Committee. So these were the all scholar leaders and national leaders of the country at that time who were involved in the formation of constitution. They have designed our constitution in such a way that equal rights can be given to every Indian citizen. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected president of the Constitution Committee. Among the all members, the Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president of this committee, and a drafting committee was formed to prepare the final draft of the constitution under the chairmanship of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So drafting committee मतलब इन लोगों ने rules constitutions के laws frame कर लिए. Then the overall drafting was done by a drafting committee and the chairmanship was given to Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So these were the main leaders who were involved in the formation of our constitution, of our Indian constitution. Third, what are the silent features of our constitution? So in the first question we have already seen what this constitution mean. Then in the second one we have seen the leaders who are present in the formation of the Indian constitution. Now we are going to see what are the features that are not given much preferences, but they are the features of Indian constitution. So in this answer we are going to list out the silent features of our constitution. Okay, so the silent feature of our constitution are democratic rule. Means the people can decide their ruler by whom they want to get ruled. That can be decided by the people. So our country follows democratic rule. So that is one of the feature of our constitution. Secularism means there is no one religion for our country. There are many religion and any person can follow any religion that they want to. Republic state means the Sabha system works here. Supreme power to the people. The ultimate power is given to the people. The government works on the behalf of the people. They want to give the complete welfare to the Indian citizens. So the supreme power lies in the hands of the people. And socialist formation of society. So these are all the silent features of our constitution. Why is a constitution necessary for a nation? So you have to state why is it important to have a constitution for every nation. Okay, so no country can function smoothly without a constitution. So if a nation does not have a constitution, then it cannot work smoothly. सारे काम आसानी से नहीं होंगे. One cannot imagine the administration of a country without a constitution. मतलब एक proper administration work करने के लिए you need constitution. The constitution of every country finally weighs the ethics and ideas of the country. तो हर कंट्री की आइडियाज़ वो किस एथिक्स किस बिलीव्स में मानती हैं वो शो करता है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ दैट कंट्री. द काइंड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अ कंट्री एंड इट्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आर डिसाइडेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. किस तरह की गवर्नमेंट है, डेमोक्रेटिक रूल है, प्रेसिडेंशियल सिस्टम है, वो किस बिहाफ पे डिसाइड होता है. इट इज़ डिसाइडेड बेस्ड अपॉन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Many objectives have been achieved through the constitution. बहुत सारे objectives, aims of a country can be achieved through the constitution. उसे हासिल करने के लिए constitution की ज़रूरत होती है. The representatives elected by the people run the country in accordance with the rules laid down in the constitution. तो जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स हैं, जो लीडर्स जिन्हें हम एज अ सिटीज़न वोट करके जिताते हैं, वो जो रन करते हैं हमारी कंट्री को, तो वो किसके बिहाफ पर, किसके देखकर वो गवर्नमेंट को अच्छे से रन करते हैं. दे हैव द रूल्स दैट आर रिटन डाउन इन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Our constitution contains provision and rules to ensure the leaders do not misuse their power. तो मतलब हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के हिसाब से हर लीडर को ऐसे प्रोविजंस हैं, ऐसे रूल्स बनाए हैं ताकि कोई भी पर्सन अपने पावर का कोई गलत फ़ायदा नहीं उठाए. द लीडर्स कैन नॉट मेक misuse their powers. So that's it. We will move further. Fifth question. Why is India known as a republic? So why is India known as a republic? Or you can say democratic republic. Democratic means the person itself selects the leader. So in India, the government obtains powers from people directly or indirectly. So what happens in India? The government comes to the power when the people of India or Indian citizen vote them. Means directly or indirectly, people are only responsible. India has adopted a democratic republic system of government. So India follows which type of government? Democratic republic government. So India is known as a democratic republic country. The rule of our country is not in the हैंड्स ऑफ ए प्रिविलेज्ड फ्यू. मतलब हमारी कंट्री के रूल्स किसी भी कुछ लोग जिसके पास हक है उनके हाथों में नहीं है. बट ऑल पोस्ट ऑफ स्टेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आर ओपन टू ऑल सिटीजन विदाउट एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑफ रिलीजन, कास्ट और जेंडर. हर पोस्ट जो स्टेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए जो भी पोस्ट हैं वो सब पोस्ट हर सिटीज़न के लिए ओपन है, चाहे वो कोई भी कास्ट का हो, रिलीजन को फॉलो करता हो, कोई भी जेंडर से बिलोंग करे. द इंडियन पीपल कैन डिसमिस एनी गवर्नमेंट बाय इलेक्शन एंड दे हैव सुप्रीम पावर टू फॉर्म न्यू गवर्नमेंट. और इंडियन सिटीज़न के पास ये कंप्लीट राइट है कि वो कोई भी गवर्नमेंट को बनाए या फिर गवर्नमेंट को अपने पावर से नीचे ला सके. Means the full power lies in the hand of the Indian citizen. They have the rights to form new government and they can also demolish the already empowered government. Thus India is known as a democratic republic. जैसे इस यहाँ पे पूरा पावर किसके हाथ में है? पर्सन के हाथ में, इंडियन सिटीजन के हाथ में. So India is known as democratic republic country. Why was the Constitution of India enforced? हम जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया है वो कब एनफोर्स हुआ, मतलब कब वो मीन्स यूज़ में आया. तो द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया वॉज एनफोर्स्ड ऑन 26 जनवरी 1950. दैट वॉज द डे व्हेन द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वॉज स्टार्टेड, मीन्स इम्प्लीमेंट होना स्टार्ट हुआ. ओके, फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. फर्स्ट वन, आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन स्टार्ट्स विद द preamble. Second, Dash was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Who was the president? Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. India has adopted Dash system of government. India has adopted Democratic Republic system of government. Democratic Republic. The elections are held in our country every dash year. Every 5 years. Within every 5 year government changes. So elections are held in our country every 5 years. Question number 3. Identify me. You have to identify about whom the statement is given. So the first one is I am a federal state. So federal state मतलब liberal. It is India. I am the constitutional head of the state. Constitutional head of a state is governor. The governor is considered to be the constitutional head. The administration of any country cannot run without me. So the government, to run a government or to run a country you need constitution. So the administration of any country cannot run without me. So the answer is constitution, as it is stated that in the absence of constitution, no function of a country can go smoothly. I am a Republic Day. So what is the Republic Day? When did we celebrate the Republic Day? 26th January. On the same day, our Constitution of India was enforced. 26th January 1950. We have already seen that, right? So I am a Republic Day. That is 26th January. Fifth, I was elected as the President of Drafting Committee of Constitution. Who was elected as the President of the Drafting Committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the one who was elected as the President of Drafting Committee, the committee that was formed to frame the Constitution, for drafting the Constitution. So the President was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. So that's it about this lesson. I hope you have understood all the question answers, fill in the blanks and identify me. So read the lesson once again and make sure that you have written all this question in your notebook. We have already completed revision of lesson number 1, 2 and 3. So if you have written it in your notebook, then it is good. But if it is not so, that if you have not completed your notebook, make sure that you complete it, because your book needs to be completed. Okay. If it is not done so, then it would be very difficult for you to learn for your exams. So you have to first complete your notebook before exams. So that's it. I hope you have understood the lesson. We will see next lesson in the next week. That's it. Thank you.